Jared, what a performance from yourself there. I know obviously point took off, but other than that, how would you kind of sum that up?
It was a good performance. Dale was in there. Being honest, he was just there to survive. Not opening up. So it's very hard for me. Just to rattle away with shots. I was trying to create openings, and it was just a man in front of me with his hands up. Fair play to him. He survived good 6 rounds.
I know you speak very big on kind of not just feeling fit physically for the fight, but mentally. How was you coming into this today?
Superb. I'm always in the gym. Humphrey, he's not too well. That's why I was in my corner today. And Tom, had me tipped up in there, giving me good instructions, telling me not to force my work, create openings. And, fair play to Dale, like I said, surviving the 6 rounds.
Well, you are climbing up there in your ranks now, building up them numbers, keeping that O there as well. Yeah. How does this kind of set you up now for the rest of the year?
Just going to keep busy and build on this, come down in my weight as well, boxing. Well, this fight was supposed to be at a welterweight, against another opponent, but fair play to Black Flash, get me replacements. They got me 3 replacements, you've got to take your hat off to them. Pat doing a great job and he's steering me in the right direction. Just keep your eyes peeled. Big things are happening this year in 2025.
Well, big things are happening tonight. How was it to fight on a pay-per-view show, obviously with Black Flash now partnering with Lounges TV?
Amazing. I've got family over in Pakistan and they got to, watch the show over there. And it's just showing, Black Flash is on a takeover, going all across the world, stateside to Asia, Middle East, moving across the pond. That's what it's all about, just giving us boxers the opportunity, to get our name out across internationally, not just nationally. So, fair play. And there was a lot of good people out there as well. I want to thank all my sponsors for coming, all my supporters. You've seen they stayed to the end, made loud noise, rowdy lot them. And, when I'm fighting for titles, it's only going to get bigger and bigger. And, there was a great fella out in the crowd. Is it Boxers in Need?
Yeah,
he came over, I couldn't talk to him. The officials were bringing me out for the doctors because it was the last fight. Everyone wants to get home. And, what a job he's doing. Amazing.
I know, like I said, Gary he spoke quite highly of me, pulled me to the side and was like, Mohammed boxed brilliantly, try and get me in touch with him. So yeah. I think it's great that people that maybe haven't seen you box before are seeing you and thinking, this kid's got something about him.
I've got a lot more to come. Pat knows me. I can see Pat, giving me instructions, ringside. And, I've got a lot to show yet, a hell of a lot.
Like I said, it says it on there, we don't just show a destination, follow us for the journey.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I keep saying, Pat and Humphrey are steering me in the right direction.
Well, great seeing you again. Great having you on Black Flash. It's always a pleasure to work with you whenever on these shows. Fingers crossed for next.
A big up everyone, back at home in Rochdale, and everyone, people coming from Jersey, flying in, from Manchester, everyone bought tickets. Big up to you guys. Thank you so much. You're supporting this journey. It's hard, for us boxers, and you guys coming out in your numbers. Fair play to you. Keep following us and follow the journey at Black Flash.